Hello, my name is Jamie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Unlike any other YouTube channel that showcases Pokemon Go PvP content, mine exclusively showcases Shadow Pokemon. So, if you're into that type of content, I'd appreciate if you could like and subscribe.
So, let's get into today's video. Yesterday we did a throwback challenge featuring Kalen Peng's double grass line. We've also got Battle Bill's double Mob Boy team coming probably tomorrow. We've been doing a lot of spicy shoutcasts, but to keep a variety of content, we are going to be testing out a team that I posted the last time Great League was around. I went perfect 5-0. However, 5 battles is a really small sample size. So, I thought I'd put it to the test and see if the team is as good as I thought it was. And holy crap, this team just keeps winning. Swampert Skarmory core used to be super OP. However, I don't actually think Skarmory is that great in this meta. So, I've replaced it with something else that also double resist grass. I did try Fortress, but Fortress is super slow to charge moves, so Shadow Beedrill is the mon of choice, and oh my god, Shadow Beedrill is good. That drill run coverage is such a good move, especially when you lose lead against something like a Bastiodon or a Stunfisk. That drill run comes in clutch, and let's get into the battles. Speaking of Wallface, we see it in the lead. You hate to see it. We switch into Sableye, and here comes Azumeril. Things aren't looking great. This is going to be a losing matchup because we aren't running return. Power Gem does hit for decent neutral damage. However, we aren't going to be able to flip switch, and I'm not prepared to go down shields. However, this is why Beedrill is so fucking good. We're going to come in, we're going to commit to the poison jab down, and this is why I like one like Fortress and Beedrill, because they've got that drill run coverage to nuke the absolute crap out of Bastiodon. I am going to shield once because a lot of Bastiodon do come with a Metachan in the back, and I think I'm going to need Beedrill to take care of it. So I fire off the drill run, it lands, it does huge damage, the Bastiodon is now low, and here is the Metachan. So I already know the win con for me is to save a shield for my Beedrill. We are going to get the shields down off this Metachan as Bastiodon absolutely doesn't want to see Swampert. They are going for a power-up punch. I'm looking to get to back-to-back Hydro Cannons. If we get to the back-to-back, this should be a good game. Second one draws the shield. I'm not going to shield this up. We will get taken out. I was hoping to get to one more Hydro Cannon, but I still got faith in Beedrill closing. All we've got to do is manage our energy well. I'm going to fire off this. X-Scissor will not KO, and I've got to be really mindful of the sacrificial swap. I am going to shield a potential Psychic. We correctly shield a Psychic. I'm waiting for the Bastiodon to come in. Hi, Bastiodon. Bye, Bastiodon. Get fucking wrecked, Wallface. Beedrill absolutely doesn't give a fuck, and we poison jab down, and we are off to a 1-0 start. Moving on into the next one, we see Metachan in the lead. This thing is absolutely everywhere. The newly buffed Registeel is obviously a favourite, and we always know that Bastiodon and the fucking Bear Trap are always everywhere. So this is pretty good for Beedrill. We do have to be mindful of the Psychic. We do shield up a Psychic, and now the opponent switches out into Bastiodon. Here comes Swampert. Swampert is absolutely dominant, and already the opponent has conceded the match. That was a quick one. Moving on into the next one, another dreadful lead. We say switch into our Sableye, and once again we are met by an Azumeril. We know what the plan is here. We aren't going to shield absolutely anything, and we're going to come in with Beedrill and look to get ahead on energy, because the opening matchup is dreadful. However, Drill Run will hit for huge super effective damage against that Galarian Stunfisk. So we allow our Sableye to go down. I'm hoping to commit to the poison jab down, which we do. I'm going to fire off this draw, and let's see if the opponent is prepared to put up a shield. We do draw a shield. Stay in school, kids. Learn to count. There's the sack on the Rock Slide. You love to see it. Rock Slide does absolutely nothing, and in the back is a Talonflame, and yet again the opponent quits the match. Last weekend was the Swampert Community Day, so if you haven't been using it, my god, it is absolutely OP. We pick up yet another dreadful lead, and we're hard countered on the swap. Shadow Shiftry is resisting our Shadow Claws. Leaf Blade does not KO, and we are firing back with a Power Gem. Does the opponent respect the Power Gem? No, they do not. We Shadow Claw down on 1 HP and a Dream. Absolutely insane. Look to the left. Rank 1 Shadow IVs come in absolutely clutch there. People always say that Shadows aren't good, but there you saw it. Power Gem, almost one shot, and we flip switch. So Bastiodon is now switch locked against our Swampert. They come in with an Air/Tropius. Still, we aren't in the best spot. These poison jabs do hit for super effective. We're taking huge damage from the Air Slashes. I really wish this thing was on Razor Leaf, but either way, Beedrill is going to spam out these neutral X's. All we need to do is get both shields, and Swampert once again is going to close strong. So we do draw both shields. They're already in Hydro Cannon range. Swampert absolutely wins CMP. Get wrecked, Tropius. See you fucking later, and feed me that Wallface. Bring it back out, and the opponent concedes the match. That is 3 concedes in a row. Moving on into the next one, we see Sableye in the lead. This is kind of neutral. Both X-Scissor and Drill Run do hit for neutral, but you need to land a Drill Run to win this in the one. So I am going for a bait of the X-Scissor. Does the opponent shield it up? Yes, they do. We're now going to outpace to the Drill Run. Is the opponent prepared to go down 2 shields? Drill Run coming through. Beedrill wins lead. Yet again, an absolute monster. And here comes Bastiodon. So we do Safe Switch into Sableye. I don't want to get farmed down, and I don't believe I would make a Drill Run. So foul play comes through. The opponent is staying in. So if I had to hazard a guess, it's going to be Metachan in the back. There's no other reason why they're staying in. This is the team that I believe Jason 2890, I might have got the numbers wrong, did reach rank 1 on the leaderboards a couple of seasons ago. So you can already call the team comp. I am going to spam out these foul plays. Foul play lands. We are going to get taken out. However, Swampert is going to be able to handle that Metachan because all we need is 2 Hydro Cannons. We come in with Swampert. They don't switch out, which is an absolute noob play. So it might have got Jason to number 1 on the leaderboard, but playing like this isn't going to do the job. Even if they did switch out really quick, we still would have been able to handle this Metachan with the remainder of our Beedrill, but Swampert is going to clutch up yet another match. Moving on into the next one. Finally a good lead. The opponent switches out into Marowak. I've got 2 responses for Marowak, but I am choosing to come in with Swampert. Swampert does have a better matchup in my opinion, as 1 Hydro Cannon does one-shot, and we can tank this move. Shadow Bone does land, and they get the defense shot, but either way, the opponent is going to have to commit both shields to flip this matchup. They choose not to, so they actually commit a shield, still lose switch. With the defense shot, we should get farmed down. However, we do make a Hydro Cannon with the defense shot. There's no chance of making a Sludge Wave. Hydro Cannon is a nice bit of chip damage now that Azu is ahead on energy. But as we are up shields, I am going to shield once. In case it's a Hydro Pump, it's just a nice beam. And in the back is Sableye, so I am going to go straight for the Drill Run. Does the opponent respect the Drill Run? Yes, they do. I can now come in with my own Sableye. All we've got to do is save a shield for the Beedrill. 1 foul play will not KO. Likewise, the opponent's Sableye isn't in foul play range, so we are going to fire one off, commit to the Shadow Claw down before they reach a move, and best case scenario for us, our Sableye has hardly any farm. I am going to chip it with a foul play. Any chip damage is nice, but this game is over. The Mighty Blue Mouse is so fucking slow to charge moves. There's no chance they're doubling up, and we take that game. Moving on into the next one, we see Shadow Swampert in the lead. This is pretty tricky. We safe switch into Sableye, and the opponent comes in with Drapion. Already things aren't looking great. However, Power Gem does do big neutral damage. The opponent chooses to shield it up. 1 crunch will not KO, even though we are Shadow. So I am going to hope to get to 1 more Power Gem. I am tempted to shield this up. I do shield it up at the last second. I'm going to get off yet another Power Gem, hoping that Power Gem is enough to KO, but as it is a normal Drapion, it doesn't quite do the job, and the opponent dumps their energy. At this stage now, I can come in with Beedrill and get ahead on some energy. Beedrill doesn't have the best matchup against Swampert, but ahead in energy, we can hit for neutral with both X-Scissor and Drill Run, and holy crap, they've got a Beedrill. So I'm going to tank 1 move and then make a dip into my own Swampert. Golbat does resist all moves from Beedrill, however Drill Run is only single resisted due to their poison typing, so we are going to have to land 2 to take him out. Unfortunately, Hydro Cannon doesn't care. I'm forced to burn a shield here, which is absolutely brutal. I am going to get my shield back on the Golbat. However, they did build up a lot of energy. They're only a couple away from the Shadow Ball. Please show my switch timer. It doesn't pop up. Shadow Ball will KO, and now we're going to have to get to 2 Drill Runs. We come in, fire the first Drill Run. If we do get to the second Drill Run, I believe we could still win this game, but you're going to see we fall 1 poison jab short and we take a loss. Moving on into the next battle, we see Walrus in the lead. I do not mind this matchup. I think Beedrill's a great core breaker for Trevadent and Walrein. We tank 1 Icicle Sphere and then make a dip into Sableye. The opponent is staying in, so I'm going to shield this up, as potentially they are going to be pretty weak to Sableye in the back. The opponent's still staying in, so I'm going to fire off a foul play. Does the opponent want to shield it up? They just let it go, and they are taking shield advantage. Let's see what the opponent does now. The opponent switches out into an Azumeril, and they actually are going to make a fantastic play. This is just an Ice Beam, which I'm not going to shield. Ice Beam gets us low, and I fire off a Power Gem, but they actually make a swap into Sableye. Either way, Power Gem would hit for neutral. I am going to save my Sableye for a potential sack swap and come back in with the B. Beedrill does draw another shield. I'm hoping to get to a Drill Run. Drill Run will get this thing low, but unfortunately it will not KO. You can see they survive on a couple of HP. They have got a fair amount of energy. I'm going to try and snipe with my own Sableye. Can we do it? Unfortunately, we cannot. So I'm going to have to come in with Swampert. I'm not going to shield this up, as I do need to save the shield. Foul play does huge damage. Back out comes the Azumeril. I am going to be forced to shield this up, and I'm going to look to undercharge this Sludge Wave. As we did delayed CMP, Swampert should win CMP, but either way, we are going to make a play of undercharging. We successfully undercharge. We are going to outpace that 1 HP Sableye to the charge move, and Swampert does clutch this game out, although it was a bit of a dicey one, but we get another dub. Moving on into the next one. Once again, we see the Walrus. Holy crap. We're in the season of Spice, and it looks more like the season of repetitiveness. So I am choosing to shield it up, as it is a Shadow Walrein. I am going to look to overfarm and go for an X-Scissor bait. Let's see if the opponent wants to shield it up. Yes, they do. Once again, we are going to survive this next move, but it is going to put us super low. I actually thought we would survive and get to the X-Scissor. There must be quite an attack-weighted Walrus. I've played this matchup quite a few times, and I normally make the second X-Scissor. But either way, we save switch into Sableye. I snuck the extra in, as I ain't going to win CMP, as I've got a 0 attack. So absolutely any Purified Sableye will beat us in CMP. So I go for the extra, and now we are going to win this matchup. I imagine the opponent is going to let it go, which they do. Back out comes the Walrus. They are on a 5 cycle, so we managed to outpace to this foul play. This is going to take care of the Walrus, and what is in the back? In the back is a Trevadent, and just for the flex, we are going to catch on Swampert. Seed Bomb would one-shot the opponent, no bubbles it. They need to get to 2 moves. There's absolutely no chance of that happening. This Hydro Cannon with the subsequent Mud Shot is going to be enough to take that game. So once again, Swampert is a Trevadent counter confirmed. Moving on into the next battle, we see a Walrus. No, I haven't repeated the battles. Opponents are really that fucking boring. So once again, as it is a Shadow, I shield the first one. We deny a Powder Snow. I'm going for the X-Scissor. The opponent shields it up. This is not going to KO, and we're actually already at the X-Scissor because of the sneak. So I'm going to fire off this X-Scissor. Let's see if the opponent wants to double shield their Walrus. X-Scissor will not KO, and we simultaneous KO with the 1 extra poison jab. So let's see what the opponent wants to do. They come in slightly early with Marowak. I was looking top right. The opponent then brings in Venusaur, and here comes our Sableye. Frenzy Plant from Venusaur hits like an absolute trot. We draw a shield. These Shadow Claws have put it almost in Hydro Cannon range. So we are going to shield up. They are going to have to throw once again because they are afraid of the foul play. And now we can come in with Swampert. I'm going to overfarm just a touch. This Hydro Cannon should be taking care of the Venusaur, because let's not kid ourselves, Swampert is absolutely fucking busted. And we've got 1 more Hydro Cannon. Good to go, and this should one-shot Alola Marowak. GG's and thanks for playing. Moving on into the next one, we see another Metachan in the lead. The basic bitch meta is absolutely everywhere. So as we've played it previously, I am going to build up to the Drill Run, go for a neutral X-Scissor, and I'm going to have to look to shield the Psychic. I'm really hoping I don't get baited, and we do get baited. So I am counting once again, kids. As always, stay in school, kids. Learn to count. It's 8 counters to a Psychic, so I am going to look to catch the Psychic on Sableye. If this is a Psychic, it is resisted. It's a huge waste of energy and does hardly anything. But for all my smugness, we are once again met by a Drapion safe switch. This crunch nearly takes us out. We are resisting Poison Sting though, so we do make a Power Gem. This should do decent neutral damage. Gets the Drapion low, but they do Poison Sting down. Not really an ideal scenario for us, so I'm going to come in with Beedrill. I am going to shield up this Crunch, as Crunch would hit really hard from a Shadow, and we do look to Poison Sting down. So we are loaded, full of energy. In the back is a Bastiodon, so I am going to fire off this Drill Run, trying to get the opponent's last shield, which we do, and here comes Swampert. So the opponent is going to look to sack at some stage, I'd imagine. I am going to fire off this Hydro Cannon, and let's see how XL this Bastiodon is. Holy crap, this is a big boy. We are going to tank any move, absolutely no problem. They bring back in the Meta Chan, it did dump its energy. We mod shot down, and now this is going to be once again a Swampert close. Hydro Cannon coming through, and that is a good game. GG's and thanks for playing. Moving on into the next one, we see the Kentucky Fried Chicken, Bird of Death in the lead. Absolutely dreadful. I CMP tie on the first move. They do go for a flame charge, and we get off this foul play. Does the opponent want to shield in return? Yes, they do, and they now make a switch out into Vigoroth. This isn't too bad for us, so we do resist counter. We only single resist due to our dark subtyping. However, these foul plays do hit for decent neutral damage. Foul play does land. We should be able to outpace to the second one, so the Vigoroth is going to be forced to burn its final shield or lose switch. We do manage to maintain, or regain I should say, switch advantage. Talonflame comes in, farms us down the at 2. If they throw immediately, this is just a flame charge. I will not shield. They didn't even build to the Brave Bird. In the back is a Ferrothorn. So I build up to the Hydro Cannon, and here comes Beedrill. The opponent hasn't even built up towards the Flash Cannon or Thunder, so this is just going to be a Mirror Shot. So they must be on Mirror Shot, Power Whip. This is a pretty good matchup for Beedrill. I'm just going to spam out neutral X Scissors and look to close out once again with the mighty goat Shadow Swampert. This next X Scissor will start threatening the remaining health of the Ferrothorn. They shield up, and that is a mistake. I'm not going to shield anything here. I am waiting for the snipe with Talonflame. It is going to come sometime. The opponent actually chooses to throw some more energy, so they are now energy dry. Out comes Swampert. They switch out into Talonflame. We build up to the backside Hydro Cannon. One Hydro Cannon. See you fucking later, Talonflame. And see you fucking later, Ferrothorn. Shadow Swampert doesn't give a fuck about typings, and that is a good game. Moving on into the final battle of the video, we pick up a lost lead against Kofagrigus. They are resisting our poison type moves due to being a ghost. They switch out now into Walrus. This is pretty good for me, as I've got two better responses for Kofagrigus in the back. We land the X Scissor, we tank the Icicle Sphere, we'll outpace to the next X Scissor. Unfortunately, we do allow a Powder Snow through. The opponent is going to be forced to shield or lose switch. They shield it up, and due to the sneak, we do not simultaneously KO. However, we have got shield advantage. I come in with Sableye. We are going to tank this move. It's just an Icicle Sphere, and we do manage to Shadow Claw down. In the back is a Bastiodon, and this should once again be Swampert closing out. They switch out into the Kofagrigus. Kofagrigus doesn't have any bait moves, so Swampert is going to far out spam it. I am going to have to start shielding. I'm going to shield up absolutely anything they throw. They go for a Psychic, fishing for the defense drop. They absolutely do not get it. We're almost at the back-to-back now. The opponent chooses to burn their final shield. I'm going to outpace to the next Hydro Cannon, and once again, feed me that Wallface. Back out comes Bastiodon. The opponent is staying in. I'm going to build up towards the back-to-back once again, as his XL Bastiodon doesn't get one shot and we outrun an Earthquake. They are looking to try and smack us down, and that absolutely isn't fucking happening. And once again, Swampert closes strong. So you can see yet another perfect 5-0 with this team. I couldn't recommend this team anymore. I think we lost more leads than we won, and we went on a 13-2 run with this team today, and I went 5-0 last time, so that's 18-2 overall. So if you're looking for a strong team for this season or for next season when things get competitive, this is definitely a team to consider. So just like to say, thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.